I'm Cheryl Kagan, very proud to be the host and founder of Folk and Great Music in Rockville, Maryland, operating since 2003. I've had Pat Wictor at my house. I have my notes over there. I think 2006 or something, and then as Brother Son, and then Brother Son also played the inaugural on January 20th, 2017, on the days that the Republicans were celebrating at the inaugural. We had an inaugural and had a blast, and people were blown away by Pat, Greg, and Joe, Brother Son, and their music and stuff. Pat plays with his heart and his skill. Please welcome Pat Wictor.
Thank you very, very much. Hello, everybody. I recently released a new CD called Flare. It's a concept album about political division in America, and much to my surprise, it became the #1 CD on folk radio for the month of October.
It's #1 right now. Right now.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Awesome.
And apparently, one of the songs was also the #1 song.
Woo!
So I will share that with you right now.
Taylor Swift eats
Taylor Swift got nothing on me. This is a song I wrote thinking about the whole question of how, these are really some times we're living through, aren't they?
Yep.
And sometime later, generations are going to look back on this time and they're going to tell the story of what it was. And I was thinking about that. How are they going to tell this story? So there's a little part for you all. When the story of our time is told, how will they tell it? How will they tell it? Will they say that we were brave and bold? How will they tell it? Did our conscience stir much too late? How will they tell it? Will they say we lived in fear and hate? How will they tell it? Aren't we the ones who write this tale? Oh, were we strong or were we frail? Did we succeed or did we fail? How will they tell it? How will they tell it? We got the lay of the land now. Will they say that we were just and fair? How will they tell it? When the powerless cried out, did we care? How will they tell it? Did we greet our neighbors with a smile or frown? How will they tell it? Or did we let the loudest shout us down? How will they tell it? At our children's birth, will they know that we had put them first? Did we give our best or do our worst? How will they tell it? How will they tell it? Now there's a scat singing section in the middle, and I just thought it'd be fun if just everybody sings a little scat solo. All right, ready? is a folk song. I was channeling my inner Harry Belafonte.
Written by the folk.
So I'm mostly a civil libertarian, and I believe in a marketplace of ideas. I believe people who disagree should all be in the public square. I mostly don't believe in censorship, but I'll tell you what, the last 6 or 7 years have been a real education in the limits of all of that, because, you know, there are people who will use free speech as an excuse to flood the public square with nonsense. And so I wrote this song with this civil libertarian kind of bent. And then I realized after I wrote it, I don't really believe the message entirely, because there's limits. And so my dear friend Andrea Wolper, who's an incredible jazz singer and composer, she said to me, why don't you include a disclaimer at the end, like they have in the pharmaceutical ads? That sounds like a pretty good move. So
Hi, sorry, I'll just.
I got a right to be dead wrong. In your world I don't belong. 'Cause you've said so all along. I got a right to be dead wrong. I got a right to go to hell. No, I'm under no one's spell. And I ain't mad, and I wish you well. I got a right to go to hell. You and me, our wills are free. What you believe is not for me. So let's agree to disagree. If both of us are to be free, I got a right to be damned. I ain't trying to take a stand, but you keep trying to force my hand. I got a right to be damned. You and me, our wills are free. What you believe is not for me. So let's agree to disagree. If both of us are to be free, we got a right to be dead wrong. Hope we can still get along. We're each singing our own songs. We got a right to be wrong. The civic virtues contained herein are null and void in cases of insurrection, attacks on the Constitution and constitutional rights, extreme gerrymandering, sycophantic enthusiasm for foreign autocrats, bad faith, trolling, mindless repetition of disinformation, callous disregard for the truth, bigotry, and discrimination. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms, check and replace your sources of information immediately. I got a right to be wrong. You got a right to be dead wrong. We got a right to be dead wrong. Thank you. Thanks very much. I was thinking about Uvalde and Parkland so many others that we can't even quantify. Younger people are not only disproportionately the victims of gun violence, they're also disproportionately the perpetrators. I saw the ambulance again outside the school, and politicians spouting off again like fools. Shouldn't every child be safe and sound in class? In our America, is it too much to ask? In our America, is it too much to ask? I'm sick of thoughts and prayers and nothing can be done. Must we pay for guns with the lives of our young? When will sanity and common sense come back? In our America, is it too much to ask? In our America, is it too much to ask? Some sunny day, our children will play carefree, 'cause we came through when they needed us. Can we put aside our differences just once? Do we love our children more than we love our guns? Can't we figure out a better way at last? In our America, is it too much to ask? In our America, is it too much to Thank you very much. And I guess we better keep track. Got time for one more. I'm going to finish up with the first track on this CD, Flare. It was really the track that got me thinking about writing a concept album, because I just felt like I couldn't leave it off the record. And then, of course, I thought, well, we need some songs to go with this. And this one is... This one is about the devil you know. We've all seen it. He's a one-man show, knows your every fear, says what you want to hear. That anger is a good that grows, gives you new friends and foes. With the devil's touch, the little changes start to show. Don't you ever notice that faint orange glow from the fires below, creeping in your soul? We're all going down to the crossroads. Can you help me with that? We're all going down to the crossroads. Sounds great. Don't you get burned, there's still time to turn from the devil you know. The devil you know. His fine print is the finest. Hold on to your wallet, 'cause the numbers are falling and it's all coming up a big minus, sneaking up behind us. The devil you know. The game that he's playing, he's a man of his word. Long as you haven't heard most of what he's been saying, the predator always spraying. Can't you feel the beads of sweat pouring off your brow? Like the tears of your better angels now, praying so hard for you to turn around. We're all going down to the crossroads, we surely are. We're all going down to the crossroads. Don't you get burned, there's still time to turn from the devil you know. The devil you know tells a real good story about us and them, and remember when, all for the greater glory, all the points he's scoring. The devil you know wants to take up your time. Well, he ain't the first, the last, or the worst of the devils of his kind, so don't you pay him no mind. With the devil's touch, the little changes start to show. Don't you ever notice that faint orange glow from the fires below, creeping in your soul? We're all going down to the crossroads. Yes, we surely are. We're all going down to the crossroads. Don't you get burned, there's still time to turn from the devil. Well, he feels like a friend, and that's why you bend towards the devil. Don't you get burned, there's still time to turn from the devil.